Well now, I didn't think you'd show, sheepy.
Yeah, listen, Foy,
Oh my. Oh. Oh.
holy shit. Y'all done?
I'm good.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tactical Newbie, the channel where a newbie like me gets into all things tactical. With the funny movie introductions out of the way per usual, like we always do, let's get right into today's video. So today's video I'm going to be doing yet another tactical comparison video, a part of the tactical comparison segment of videos that I do feature on the channel. I have been featuring quite a few of these tactical comparison segments as of late. I will slowly but surely be transitioning into other stuff. Just want to kind of get the stretch of these tactical comparisons out of the way before getting into anything else. But with all that rambling out of the way, for those of you that are not familiar with the tactical comparison segment of videos, it's essentially where I take a Gucci brand name item and I cross compare it to its budget-friendly clone counterpart, highlight the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything in between, and kind of give you, the tactical-minded consumer, at least a alternative option to go if you are not looking to maybe fork over the substantial amount of dollars that it may take to go the Gucci route. And again, to provide you at least possibly a cost-efficient or budget-friendly alternative to otherwise a very similar product, if not in some instances exactly the same. But with all the rambling out of the way, let's get right into today's video. Today's video is going to be highlighting the Pharaoh Concepts padded, I think it's a padded strap socks, and we are going to be cross-comparing these things to the Petac Gear Clone variant copy. Keep in mind, this is not, in this specific application, this is not going to be exact true cross-comparison, because unfortunately these Petac Gear shoulder strap socks are actually the standard socks that do come with the Petac Gear FCPC V5. They are blatantly not as good of a copy or a duplicate as the Ferro Concepts alternative. I will provide on the video, as we're doing a highlight between these two items, actually some decent enough clone alternatives that at least look good enough on paper, considering the fact that I don't have them within my possession, but at least options that do look at least more similar than the alternative that I'll be featuring on this specific video, because again, these are the stock, these shoulder pad socks that do come with the FCPC V5 from Petac Gear, the clone budget-friendly alternative to the Ferro Concepts FCPC V5. So this is probably one of the items that when you do buy, if you were going to buy the Petac Gear variant or maybe one of the other clone copy variants down the line, an item like the shoulder pad socks might be something they might have pinched a little bit in overall construction to save a couple dollars, because when I will be highlighting at least a cross comparison between these two items, for the most part you can see that they are fairly similar, I guess, but when you actually get down to the nitty-gritty of it, there's quite a bit of differences. But again, I want to be at least fair and upfront and stating that these are not direct, at least clone copies, not at least something truly in line to what I've featured on previous tactical comparison videos. But with all of that rambling out of the way, let's get right into the video. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the other side. Alrighty guys, and away we go. So first we'll start by taking a look at the Pharaoh Concepts padded strap socks. Retail price for the socks is $35, obviously plus tax and or shipping or handling. Essentially what they are is just shoulder pad slip-on padded quote-unquote socks. You slip on to the shoulder pads of your FCP CV5 to provide added at least support around the shoulders, so that way you don't get any type of rubbing friction burns or anything of that nature. And we'll be cross comparing it to the Petac gear variant. Now the retail price, as I did state, isn't exact, but you can get the price anywhere from $28.89 to like $3. I saw also a running price for like $15 as well. Keep in mind that as I'm doing this cross review, as I did kind of state in the intro, this is going to be a comparison of the Ferro Concepts padded strap socks to the Petac gear variant. This is not an exact one-for-one cross comparison of these two products. I was hoping to at least do a tactical comparison video of something similar, but I just couldn't really justify buying another pair of at least quote-unquote padded shoulder pad socks, at least in the interim. These ones are still, at least for the most part, good enough. I figured down the line I will probably get a second pair if these do begin to wear out significantly, but all things being considered, we're going to do the comparison anyway. So taking a look at the Ferro Concepts padded strap socks, again, retail price is $35 plus tax and shipping and handling. Overall quality is what you expect from Ferro Concepts. Essentially, just coming directly from Ferro Concepts, the padded strap socks were created for the FCP CV5, but is also compatible with all carriers with a 2-inch shoulder strap. The padded strap socks are basically a great low profile and sleek addition for adding additional comfort and also communication routing, hydration tube routing and whatnot. Overall features and specs is basically that it fits 2-inch shoulder straps. It has a 4-way stretch woven body to accommodate hydration tubes, cables, and antennas, as I did state. 1/8 inch of padding provides additional comfort. It is mission adaptable, which essentially just I think means that it's stretchy. 8.5 inches in length. You get both of them with the purchase at the $35. It's made in the USA, Berry compliant, and the weight is 1.8 ounces. But from here, moving over to the Petac gear, because I went a little bit slow with that. Essentially, the Petac gear is kind of a cheap overall quality cross comparison between the Ferro Concepts padded strap socks. Essentially, for the most part, it is not it's not basically compare in a lot of different avenues, as you can take a look. Overall quality of the Ferro Concepts padded strap socks definitely have a lot more rigid comfort in them, which we will highlight more directly in the cross comparison. But since I don't actually have any feature specs for the socks, essentially these are the at least padded socks that you do get with the Petac Gear FCPC V5. They come along with the actual play carrier system. Obviously, if you wanted to improve or kind of upgrade those essential socks, you can do so. I think for the most part, for myself, they are fairly adequate. I've had no issues with them for the past year and a half now that I've pretty much had the play carrier, and I've been kind of doing some mild training and mock dry fire and stuff like that. Haven't really been in the shit with any of that stuff, obviously, because I don't have any military or law enforcement background. But with that being said, they are comparable and close, but not necessarily exact, which was kind of a little bit of my hesitation from initially doing these tactical comparison segments. But at least it provides the consumer who might be buying the clone duplicate of the FCPC V5 a general idea of overall quality of the padded shoulder strap socks. Now, taking the two at least products and looking at them at least a little bit more in depth and in cross comparison, you can obviously see the kind of significant differences in both size and dimensions. I would say that the Petac Gear padded straps are a little bit wider than the Ferro Concepts edition. The Ferro Concepts edition is a little bit longer than the Petac Gear edition. The Petac Gear edition is a little bit more flimsy, while the Ferro Concepts a little bit more stiffer, due to overall better quality of padding, which is something that you can take into account. Better quality of padding means better comfort. Better comfort means better longevity, hopefully down the line. And those at least sharp edges of the FCPC shoulder straps won't be kind of like eaten into you. The sock, at least sheath quality, stitching seems pretty good on the Petac Gear one. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with any loose or busted stitches yet. Obviously, Ferro Concepts is what you would expect from Ferro Concepts. The main thing to take into consideration is for the $35 for shoulder pad socks that you get at Ferro Concepts, you're looking at kind of a general price differential of anything as low as $3 to as high as like $23, and I'm sure you can find something more expensive than that on AliExpress. So really, with the cross comparison between the two, in all honesty, it might just be a better route to go Ferro Concepts if you're going to get shoulder pad socks, unless of course you really want to go mega budget and you want to get $3 socks. Like I said, from AliExpress, they do have some that are that cheap, as I did feature in the snapshot. But like I said, overall quality and longevity you might not get very much out of, especially if you're actually routinely using the plate carrier system more adequately than any of your standard civilians. Like I said, if you're in law enforcement or in the military. So it's really just a matter of how you want to go price comparison wise. I think all things considered, the Pharaoh Concepts would probably be the better route to go overall. I hope you liked the video. Of course, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you think of today's tactical comparison video, a part of the tactical comparison segment of videos that I do feature on the channel. Just want to kind of tie into the same, at least nitty gritty that I kind of at least touched on a little bit at the beginning of the video, at the intro. I am going to kind of be fizzling through at least a couple more tactical comparison segments. I know it's been a long stretch of them within the channel. Before I start transitioning to some of the other mainstay features that I do plan on featuring on the channel, some other budget builds, low budget loadouts, some at least Gucci gear highlights of specific builds that I've at least want to provide at least a little bit more of a highlight on, and some other stuff that I do have as kind of a surprise down the pipe. Also be doing some features of some of the budget-friendly clone, at least pistol lights, and some of the budget-friendly clone optics that I did get from AliExpress, which at least at some point last year I did say I was going to at least at some point touch up on and get to. And I do plan on featuring them within the next couple weeks, hopefully. But with all the rambling out of the way, I will touch on the same stuff that I normally touch on at the end of every video. I do have a Twitter/X. Feel free to hit the link down in the description down below if you want to follow me there. And then I also do have a Patreon. Feel free to hit the link down in the description down below as well if you want to contribute any sort of patronage to the Tactical Newbie channel. Keep in mind that the Tactical Newbie channel is 100% self-funded by myself. All the items that I do feature on the channel, I pay for with my own money, with my own job. I am not sponsored by any companies to at least give any sort of positive or praise or kind of good word in my reviews. Everything that I review is 100% self-funded by myself. So obviously any sort of contribution, as I messed that up, any sort of contribution down the line will be much appreciated, as it does help the channel grow. Hopefully will help me fund other endeavors and stuff like that as I messed that up, and basically continue hopefully with future growth of the channel. But with all of that out of the way and all the stuttering of words, I'm just going to cut it short here. And with that being said, I will see you guys next week.